Hello, shall we talk about the respiration today? This is the important part that we got in KS3 Biology. Let's start with question 1. It says, which type of respiration doesn't use oxygen? Well, you might remember that we have only learned two types of respiration. One of them is called aerobic respiration, the other one is called anaerobic respiration. And in this case, they are focusing on the one that doesn't need oxygen, and the answer would be anaerobic respiration. Let me just write it down. Okay, and in question 2, it says, which type of respiration releases more energy? Well, basically, it's asking us which type of respiration is more efficient, and the answer is always the aerobic respiration. And finally, bullet point 3, it says, give the two substances that are produced in aerobic respiration. Well, my suggestion right here is, why don't we write a chemical equation out of this? The word equation more specifically. Okay, so we start with glucose. It reacts with oxygen, and it would form carbon dioxide and water. So in this case, for question 3, the answer would be carbon dioxide and water. Alright, and then let's move on. Question 4, it says, what substance is always needed in respiration? Well, usually we would say glucose and oxygen, but in this case they are focusing on one type of substance, and the answer would be glucose. And then let's move on. What is the word equation for anaerobic respiration? Well, remember what we have talked about in question 1. Anaerobic respiration is the one that doesn't need oxygen, which means we only start with glucose, and they're going to turn into the lactic acid. And then let's move on. Question 6. What are the products of anaerobic respiration in yeast cells? So it's not going to be lactic acid anymore. This is related to the fermentation. It would be carbon dioxide and ethanol. And then let's move on to question 7. Why is respiration so important in living organism? Well, think about human being ourselves, right? Do we need energy to stay alive? Yes, of course. Where do we get the energy from? We get it from the respiration. So for this question, we could say that because the respiration, they would be able to release the energy that is needed for all of the chemical reaction in order to keep the organism alive. Let me write the answer for question 7 at the bottom. And then let's move on to question 8. Julian sets off running as fast as he can to the swimming pool. After 10 minutes, he stops running because his legs are sore. Could you suggest why Julian's leg feels sore? This is related to the lactic acid that we have talked before. Let me just label it out for you guys. Right there. It's because of the anaerobic respiration. They produce the lactic acid, which causes the pain. In order to answer this question, why don't we mention that as he is running, Julian's legs muscle are more likely to start respiring anaerobically because they just don't have enough oxygen there. And this anaerobic respiration, they produce lactic acid. That's the reason why he feels the sore. I'm going to put the answer on the screen. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for this part. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.